Welcome to the second episode of the Back to Basics Health with Coach BT podcast. I'm your host, Coach BT, and I want to thank you for joining us today. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. In today's 21st century world, it's now harder than ever to be healthy. Achieving good health requires planning and strategy. Before creating a plan, however, as we discussed in episode 1, it's important to do a thorough assessment of your current health. When using a GPS, you not only have to know where you're going, that's your goal, but you also have to know where you are right now. And that's what the health assessment does. Now for today's topic, assessing your health assessment. Our health assessment helped us look at key areas of our life, such as sleep, mental health, stress, physical activity, diet, medical diagnosis and medications, hormones, time constraints, and knowing your why. Hiccups in any of these areas directly affect your ability to set achievable goals. Before crafting an action plan, let's review key areas of our health assessment and see which areas stick out that may demand more of our attention. Let's start with sleep. We will do a whole deep dive into sleep in future episodes, but here's a quick overview. The CDC recommends that adults sleep at least 7 or more hours per night. In 2022, the overall percentage of American adults getting less than 7 hours of sleep was 36%. And according to the American Psychiatric Association, more than 50 million Americans have chronic sleep disorders. Lack of quality sleep can lead to fatigue, decreased energy, irritability, problems focusing, poor decision making, altered mood, depression, and anxiety. Poor sleep is also linked to chronic health conditions such as heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. Poor sleep can even sometimes be a warning of other medical problems such as neurological issues, congestive heart failure, osteoarthritis, and Parkinson's disease. Unaddressed sleep issues can greatly hinder health-related goals and should be addressed immediately when working to improve one's health. If you believe you may have an undiagnosed sleep disorder, be sure to discuss this with your doctor. Okay, let's look at mental health. Poor mental health can alter judgment, negatively affect planning and execution skills, and hijack one's energy and motivation. Dealing with your mental health is paramount to successfully reaching your goals. Working with a professional to help improve your mental health is highly recommended, and Psychology Today is a great place to find a licensed therapist, psychologist, or counselor near you. Okay, let's look at stress. Stress can be directly tied to mental health challenges, but can also be tied to more simple and easy identifiable situations. According to the World Health Organization, stress can be defined as a state of worry, mental tension caused by a difficult situation. Stress is a natural human response that prompts us to address challenges and threats in our lives. Everyone experiences stress to some degree. The way we respond to stress, however, makes all the difference to our overall well-being. What stressors in your life will need to be addressed to help you show up more consistently to reach your goals? Physical activity. Asking someone to increase their physical activity may be like asking a smoker to quit smoking, or like an alcoholic to stop drinking. Don't be discouraged though. Figuring out a rhythm that works for you is very doable, but will require intentionality and some trial and error. Here are a few strategies that could help you when working to increase your levels of physical activity. 1. Identify the best times in the day to work out. 2. Join a gym. 3. Hire a personal trainer. 4. Write out times into your calendar. 5. Set out work clothes the day before. 6. Get a workout accountability partner. According to the CDC, adults need at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity each week. This could be 22 minutes every day or 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, or a combination that works best for you. Benefits of physical activity include improved thinking and cognition for children ages 6 to 13, reduce short-term feelings of anxiety for adults, reduce risk of depression and anxiety. It helps to improve sleep. It plays a critical role in weight management. It reduces risk of developing heart disease, strokes, type 2 diabetes, metabolic syndrome, and high blood pressure and high blood sugar. It may also reduce the risk of serious outcomes of infectious diseases, including COVID-19, the flu, and pneumonia. It lowers risk of developing some common cancers as well. It protects, strengthens bones and joints and muscles. It reduces the risk of falls. It reduces the chances of premature death. It also increases life expectancy. Let's look at diet. What's your current diet like these days? In other words, what do you consistently eat? In the last couple of weeks, what are typical breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks for you? What times of day do you usually eat these meals? When it comes to diet, I like the idea of taking baby steps and substituting less healthy foods with more healthy foods. Here are a few examples of substitutions. Substituting fried foods with baked foods. Substituting sugary, sweetened foods with fruits and berries. Substituting fast food restaurants with home-cooked meals. Substituting packaged foods with fresh produce. Substituting soft drinks with mineral water and teas. Substituting frequently eating out with using meal prep delivery services. Substituting pastries for fruits, yogurts, nuts, berries, and healthy frozen treats. We will do a deep dive into diet in future episodes, discussing things like calories, fats, ultra-processed foods, what foods are truly healthy, and more. When it comes to improving our diets, the substitution principle is a great place to start. Let's look at medical diagnosis and medications. Navigating medical diagnosis and medications can be complicated and should be done with the counsel of your doctor, especially because health progress could mean the reduction or the elimination of certain medications. Hormones impact everything that we do, and hormonal imbalances can make the difference between weight loss, weight gain, extended plateaus, altered energy levels, and more. If you are doing all the right things to no avail, hormone testing could be quite beneficial for you. According to testing.com, a blood test is one of the most common ways to test hormone levels. This test can detect testosterone, estrogen, cortisol, and thyroid levels. Also, you do not always need a doctor to get hormonal tests. However, a doctor can order tests and provide guidance on what tests are best for you. Obligations and time constraints. Are you able to make the time in your schedule to improve your health? If the answer is no, I encourage you to reassess your priorities. You can only drive a car without getting an oil change for so long. You can only live off your past success for so long. You can only grind while neglecting your health for so long until things stop working. Some things we attribute to old age are really more attributable to not getting regular oil changes. Obligations and time constraints are important to assess and address in order to improve your health. Saying I don't have the time can be a temporary response, but should not be a long-term answer. Do the work and make the time. Your future self and all your loved ones are depending on you to figure this out soon. Why is it that you want to improve your health? There is no one easier to throw off their game plan than the person who does not know why they are doing what they're doing. Not knowing your why is like a squirrel running around easily distracted, or like a dog that starts a race but then starts chasing his tail. Knowing your why not only gives you focus, but keeps you focused in a world full of distractions. Before you put an action plan together, it is of utmost importance to know your why. Your why will help fuel you and keep you focused on your journey to better health. Now that we've assessed our health assessment, it's time for us to create an action plan. That's what's coming up on our next episode of Back to Basics Health with Coach BT. Until next time, peace and see you later.